vampires, werewolves, and all other nocturnal beings. Welcome to Tiddies by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade actual play run entirely by creatures of marginalized genders and presented by Tabletop Tiddies. My name is Kelly, my pronouns are they, them, and I will be your storyteller for tonight. But before we get into the episode, we want to acknowledge the colonial history of Canada and how Canada has and continues to take from Indigenous people. The effects of colonization are still felt to this day, and we acknowledge that this episode is being recorded on the stolen lands of the Anishinaabe, Chippewa, Haudenosaunee, Wendat, Sequetmik, Apache, Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Coast Salish, and Cheyenne First Nations. If you would like to know more about the effects of colonization and support some Indigenous charities and organizations, you can go to the resources page on our website at tabletoptiddies.com/resources. Also, special thank you to Paresh M for being a Patreon producer. We very much appreciate it, and you help this show exist. Full stop. It wouldn't exist. Nothing exists if you don't look at it.
True.
Anyways, with me, I am joined by the investigators of the Occult and Unusual.
Hello, everybody. I am Charlene Bear. I go by Char. My pronouns are she, they, and I play Octavia Miller, the Tremere, whose pronouns are she, her.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Theilade. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Evelyn Stormloft, the Nosferatu, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Hi, I'm Casper. My pronouns are they, them. Now I play Jerry, whose pronouns are fight me. He's a gangrel.
Hi, my name is Emily Matchette. I use she, her, or any pronouns. And I play Imogen Wright, whose pronouns are she, her. She's a salubri.
Hi, I'm Dare. Pronouns she, they, they. I am playing Leon Cavallo, or lovely Toreador. That's how words work. Pronouns are he, they.
You lost the something bay that
once in a while, I gotta make sure, I gotta mix it up.
Gotta mix it up.
I'm thinking of new ones.
We would love to thank our sponsors, Inspire to create a space that you can be proud of at Inspire to Create Shop, a small Canadian business supporting and sourcing their materials from other small Canadian businesses. They have everything to make your space as cool and nerdy as possible. They have cheeky and funny decals to personalize your walls and cars, and dishwasher-safe mugs sporting your favorite class for when you come out of a long rest. Roll for initiative with Inspire to Create Dice Towers and get one for yourself using our code TIDDIESBYNIGHT for a discount at Inspire, 2, Create Shop on Etsy.
We're also using a Sirenscape to make our show atmospheric and spooky. If you would like to use Sirenscape, you can. It's free at sirenscape.com.
We would also like to send a special shout out over to our friends at Dork Tales because we love them so much. Dork Tales is the home of fantastic stories and epic friendships told by a passionate cabal of creatives from the Pacific Northwest. They're a story-first, fun-focused group that strives to provide a welcoming, inclusive, supportive, and accessible experience for diehard fans and casual viewers alike. Join them for a fantastic lineup which includes both official D&D adventures like Wild Beyond the Witchlight and Critical Role's Call of the Netherdeep, as well as original adventures set in the channel's homebrew setting, Yelos, Land of the Wandering Gods, and other games like Mage the Ascension, the Victorian Age. I also know how I'm doing correct.
Victorian Age.
Go, Rachel. The Victorian Age. You know, the age we're in right now, playing in this show.
This moment.
Right now. With the exception of their Casual Wednesday stream, all of their games are fully costumed and scored to provide the perfect atmosphere. So what are you waiting for? Go join the party at twitch.tv/dorktales for live episodes and VODs. Check out their backlog at youtube.com/dorktales or find select shows wherever you get your podcasts. Check them out.
Finger guns all over the place.
Yeah. If you're watching live, you've tuned in on Twitch, there's a chance that you also have Amazon Prime. And if you do, you get one free Twitch sub a month, and we would love it and be so honored if you chose to use it on us. If you do not have Amazon Prime, you can also subscribe with your own monies, but that's a whole other situation. If you do subscribe, we got 5 different emotes that you can use in the chat and just have fun and spam them and, hang out with us. It's fun. And it's September, aka Subtember, and it's not the fun sub, but it is but it is the way that you can save
Good. I like that one, Char.
but you can save up to 30% on new subscriptions.
That's a
for
good
this month.
one.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, like when your teacher is sick, right? And they get another person to come in and like
Exactly
show,
like that.
show
Yeah.
you Discovery Channel movies. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is always a good
That's
time.
exactly what we were talking about.
We only watched Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh hell yeah.
Didn't matter what.
Oh yeah, when they
Science
roll in
rules.
like the
Bill
TV, like the TV from the '90s, and then like we're gonna watch a VHS today.
Possible trigger warnings for this episode: death, vampire stuff, maybe some more romance, bit of gaslighting, and possibly bees. Because at this point, I actually don't think we mentioned bees last episode. We'll make sure to slip it.
Oh, we did with a big old question mark, but I can't remember anymore. It's all blurred together.
Bees? I think that we did because I spammed the chat with the bee emoji, which I'm about to do right now.
Oh no. Bees. And if any of that stuff bothers you, feel free to step away, come back later, or check out the VOD that we have up, or skip the episode entirely, because we do have a previously on. Speaking of... Oh, I didn't actually... One sec. Hey, I didn't open up Sirenscape, that thing I talked about.
I hear it though.
It's playing now.
I specifically did not open it up.
Oh, so
Oh,
you
I
cannot hear
understand.
it.
I
see.
understand. It's
But
fine,
all of
you're
us
good.
hear it.
One sec.
I don't know if the stream would if you're not hearing it, though. Well, that's kind of critical before we move on.
Things are going poorly. Okay.
They
They should be able to hear it now. All right.
Everyone
anyways.
vamp! I can't hear it anymore. I don't know if
Vamp.
anyone else can.
Vamping.
That's good,
Yeah.
Char.
I'm on a roll!
You're
I'm on a roll with my dice! Oh my
Previously on
goodness.
Tiddies by Night. The coterie arrived at the small township of Canvey Island, noticing that the lighthouse was out and nobody was on the streets. They began their investigation at the Lobster Smack Inn, which seemed to be the only active building in the area. Imogen talked to the bartender Netta, who was compelled to spill everything that was going on. How the Lochderge arrived, the Coast Guard investigated, they went missing, and the lighthouse was shut off. Meanwhile, Octavia and Leon stayed outside to do some soul searching, in that they searched for any souls in the area. Finding that the ship was indeed the beacon of death that Octavia felt back in the IOU, and their 2 spirits haunting the guard tower of the Coast Guards, they decided to ruminate on what could be happening. Back inside, Jerry was attempting to fight a lobster-faced man when he was informed that there was actually bare-knuckle boxing within the tavern, something Jerry and Anastasia could do to peak up the mood in the place. Before that, Evelyn managed to get information out of the lighthouse keeper. Apparently, he turned off the light when the Coast Guards went missing, expecting that whatever was on the ship might not send anything without the light. He didn't seem knowledgeable about spirits, but he was fearful. Jerry and Anastasia fought hard in the middle of a ring of tables. The big lady proved stronger than Jerry had expected, and he was knocked into the memories of his own embrace. There, he met a handsome man who offered to assist with the missing moments of the memory. Jerry shook his hand and was brought back to the Lobster Shack Inn. The fight led to smashing through a window and Anastasia nearly frenzying. Evelyn distracted the patrons with the sound of a banshee. Imogen calmed Anastasia down, who offered Jerry some of her blood to speed up the healing. And as she confided in Leon about what happened, she admitted that she had been sent by the Camarilla to keep an eye on the coterie. And that is where we're going to start off. Where was the coterie heading at the end of the last episode?
Were we going to the lighthouse first? I believe that's what we said.
I want to go see Arapats at the
Edward Cullen, are you there?
I'm not on the roll tonight. That was a big old gap of nothing after I said that. Good.
I was like,
To be fair, I do want to
see
point
myself
out that I mixed up. I had merged the guard tower and the lighthouse in my mind last episode, which I now realize these are two separate areas. So the guard tower is where I saw with Leon the ghosts, and then the lighthouse is off.
Right.
And they're hoping to like not bring more people to the danger by keeping it off. But we should still visit everywhere, so it's up to.
we can go to the guard tower first then.
I'd like to go to guard tower,
Yeah.
please.
I think that's. I will retcon that Evelyn was in agreement with Octavia in that discussion where, oh yes, we should go there and ask. Because, yeah.
That's fair.
We clearly meant what you said because we were agreeing.
To the guard tower.
So the guard tower is down the street a bit closer to the shore. Are you going to just leave the carriage as is? Your horses are intimidating, if also kind of like just chill. They're bordering on like phantom horses, so they can just stand there for an extended period of time if they want.
Intimidating plus chill is definitely our vibe. Relax as they are.
All right. And the group heads off towards the guard tower, trailed a bit by Leon and Anastasia, as she is not so stoked to immediately tell the group. As you approach, the Coast Guard building itself is built on the side of the road, sort of still on the dirt area, and it is a long, sort of white building, similar in size and shape to the Lobster Shack or Lobster Smack in itself, and you can see on the sand of the beach is the guard tower, which is about like 2 stories high on like wooden bases, and that was about the area that you had seen the ghosts before.
Would I recognize this structure and like from a military perspective?
Not really, no. I mean, it's like a vantage point spot, which is very similar to military tactics, but it's mostly like just so they can see the bay area and the end of the river and see what's coming in.
So it's not like a fort, and it's not like heavily guarded.
No, it's more like a big. It's almost like the inn itself. It just sort of seems like a living. It's almost more like a fire hall than an actual police station. And there is like a small dock that seems to have like a few boats moored around it. But yeah, it's definitely not like military. The town is pretty small, but it's a lot of like, it's probably just people that live there.
Volunteer force. Got it.
Still worthy to communicate with them. I hope they've been doing their due diligence with the crowds.
So where are y'all investigating first?
I want to see if I can find a soldier.
A volunteer soldier.
Yep.
I think I'm going to call my raven Corvo over and whisper in his little burb ear to go and hang out by the cart just in case somebody decides to try to steal our shit.
All right.
Then he can caw and like swoop at them and stuff.
Give me a wits and awareness.
Okay. That again. Okay, I'm at 2. Fine. We're gonna go ahead and power that. Okay, 3 successes.
As you send Corvo off, who sort of like flies back up the street, and eventually lands on the inn itself, you notice that there are 2 other crows sort of perched up on the roof as well.
Not ravens?
Or ravens, you know.
Okay. Do they
There's a difference.
There is actually. Okay, can I like suss them out? Do I know these? Do I know these birds? Do I know them? Are they familiar?
I'll say with that roll and from the distance, it's like almost like a couple blocks away. It's like hard to tell, but they seem to just be perched. As your raven lands, they don't seem to like pay any mind.
You wouldn't have said anything had it not been important. So, like,
I'm just setting a scene.
Now we're all gonna hyper focus on the ravens.
Leave the
ravens?
Coast
I
Guard.
hope you planned a full 2 hours worth of bird content.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna give.
Who are you, Brennan Lee Mulligan?
yeah.
Jerry, as you sort of walk around the Coast Guard building, it's like all of the lights are out. There doesn't seem to be any lanterns inside. And looking through the windows, you see like what appears to be like a kitchen area. There's what appears to be like a sleeping quarters that has like the blinds sort of drawn. You can see through like the sheer. And it doesn't seem to be occupied right now.
Well, it's not secure at all. So I'm gonna try and break in.
I'm like, if I may, and I'm gonna try to, like, just nicely break in.
Nicely.
Work together.
Nicely,
We're gonna
Smash
not,
it, brick.
not
do a B&E
punch the
gently.
door open, but just, you know.
Give me a
Open the
dex
door.
and subterfuge, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or no, it's larceny because I'm breaking in.
Right.
Yeah,
This is
subterfuge.
constantly a mess for us.
Yes.
Since day one, I have not been able to figure this out.
I was like, wait, yes? No, subterfuge is like talking or con man, isn't that? I don't know. Wow, I'm
Yes.
rolling like shit. I'm gonna use the fucking another willpower because holy fuck.
Jerry, you just watched trying to pick the lock and getting just like a bit stressed out from just threatening the window.
As she gets more and more stressed out, like I curl my fist and raise
four
it.
successes.
I mean, this is like a small town, like I said, fire hall. There's a small latch that you basically have to get one of your tools in and like
Yeah.
start flicking it until it like bounces enough and stays on one side. You'd manage to unlock it and just like gently slide the window up.
Okay, I do that, and then I'm just like look back over at Jared. I'm like, just saying, been drawn to us. Sorry, I mean to step in your way. Go
Oh.
forth.
All right. I go through the door.
There's like a significant creak as you like lift yourself through the window frame.
Gently, gently.
This is like water soaked wood. It's like every step you take is like.
I don't try and sneak. I'm just walking
Of course
through
you
it.
don't. Of course you
The
don't.
sleeping quarters itself is like bunks, and you can see that there are 4 beds in here, and it smells like people have been here within the week at least. Like the sheets haven't been cleaned recently, and it's definitely like well loved. You see what appears to be like changes of clothing and stuff here, like street clothes and stuff, as well as like changes of uniform. And
How nice are those uniforms?
not great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
It's more
Better
for-
than a singular vest and top hat or
There's-
bowler hat.
There's like a jack. They're like more thick
That's part of the
material
brand.
for the like warmth while on the ocean. But they're also much smaller than you are.
That was my next question.
What is everybody else doing? Well, Jerry is breaking in.
I think I'm gonna activate Cloak of Shadows and go in as well to help them. You might need assistance. I will just disappear and go through
Disappear
the
and
window.
are inside now.
I'm going to try to sneak.
What is Octavia up to?
think instead of heading inside with my compatriot, take a spot in the sand. Feels airy. Set out my skirt and take out my spirit board. I'll remove my metal planchette that Evelyn. Go to work trying to commune with the spirits. And I'm wondering, Leon, and Imogen, of course, would you like to participate with me? Did you have other plans for this area?
Sure. Absolutely.
Hey, give a look to Anastasia first.
She looks relieved that people are now occupied, and kind of gives that air of like, okay, they're doing their thing now. I'll wait.
Anastasia, is there anything you needed to do, or would you like to explore anywhere?
I'm just here to watch what y'all are doing. I can follow either one if I think Jerry's probably got a handle on whatever's going on in there, but I can stay out here if y'all are going into like a trance or something. I can watch your six.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. And just sort of like awkwardly folds her arms and stands behind Octavia.
Then yeah, I'm gonna try and communicate with the spirits using my board.
Give me a int and occult, and you can add your ghost's die.
Right. 8 dice.
Damn.
Let's go. I also haven't been getting hungrier, so I've been doing well so far.
That's good, because this isn't the city. You don't have a
That's
big
true.
supply.
I'm gonna use a willpower.
All right. Actually, it's probably better here for Imogen and Octavia. It is farmland.
Bad for me.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Me too.
We're near the sea. Don't you like sailors? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like it's foreign sailors, not
not like people who never leave this dock.
yeah.
Who know everyone.
Jerry
Like,
prefers to eat strange semen, not local semen.
why would you do that when I had
This is a
In my
very
mouth.
sexual episode because Anastasia also likes to watch, and I was like, all right.
I think maybe there's something in the air with everyone here today.
What did you get, Octavia?
It was not my best roll. I got a 4.
All right. So as you sort of settle down and Leon and Imogen sit next to you, you focus, and after a bit of like a challenge to connect to the spirit world, you begin to hear like heavy breathing, almost like panicked breathing coming from the area. And you sort of get that feeling of kind of like sadness and fear that you had felt before when you were near the inn.
Hello, we are just here to assist you.
He killed us. He killed us. He killed us. He killed us.
Ooh.
It just keeps repeating.
Did it say they or it?
He.
E. Can you give us more information? Who is this soul you speak of? This murderous soul?
As you focus, Leon, you hear, you kind of hear the faint whispers of the spirits, but then you hear sort of in the real world somebody mutter, I killed them. I killed them.
Sorry, did you say that I heard that as well, or just Leo?
You would hear it too, yeah.
I activate heightened sense. Hearing better.
You get the as your speaker connects.
Gotta get to the right frequency.
Like I turn on my hearing aid.
And you hear click. I killed them. Click. I killed them. Click. I killed them.
Leon. That as well.
It sounds like somebody did a bit of killing.
Sounds like they did a murder, yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the Coast Guard. Also, thanks for the raid, Lost Caravan RPG. Welcome.
Welcome.
Jerry and Evelyn, I'm gonna need each of you to give me a wits and investigation. And it's just going to generally tell me what in here you actually find.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm good at this.
I'm rousing my investigation.
All right,
'cause
good luck.
I feel like I didn't get hungrier. Like,
You would be, you can rouse your wits.
wits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Zero successes.
Was your hunger die wasn't below? Wait, no, your hunger die wasn't a 1, was it?
No, it was a 2.
Good, close.
I got 7.
All right, Jerry, it is dark in here, and the unfamiliar terrain of this place. You sort of like stumble around in the darkness, like knocking over shelves and like coat hangers and stuff like that, trying to find like any semblance of like light or anything. Meanwhile, Evelyn, you're like scooting past Jerry as he is doing this.
All the things that are falling, I'm just like, would you stop knocking things over?
But I'm just trying to find a shirt to fix.
Quiet. You're in here trying to find a new outfit. We're trying to find something to help the case. What are you talking about?
Right, yeah, that's what I meant. I was looking for a soldier.
Get on it.
Jerry
Yes, ma'am.
does reveal that there doesn't appear to be anybody in here.
Yeah.
As
though there would be somebody who would have heard all of this ruckus.
Yeah. And Evelyn, you find sort of like the more administrative area where stuff is organized. You find a ledger that's tracking sort of like the expected ships that are supposed to come through the bay. It's not very comprehensive, and obviously like there's more ships that do come in. But one thing
They're not doing their job well.
well, I mean, it's like, what are they going to get? A text from somebody on a ship being like, hey, we're coming in Tuesday?
Yes.
Plus, it's a small township. They're not the authority on who's coming in. It's more just to, like, keep track. But anyways,
Okay.
The thing that you do notice is that the Lochderge is listed. And it was actually listed for a week ago when it did actually arrive. So you get the sense that Ephraim did put an effort to make this ship's arrival as official as possible. You also find what is essentially the people who work here. And there is like one sort of head captain and a few like lower level officers and stuff. So there is a total of 5 people that work at the Coast Guard station. Other than that, it is mostly the things that you know are that there's nobody here and what I just said. But other than that, it seems to be everything's in order. It just seems like abandoned mostly.
Okay. I'm going to... I think I take the ledger.
All right.
Take it with. Because...
Is there any booze around here?
Not with a 0. There are.
Oh. That's fair.
Evelyn, do you let Jerry know if there's any booze in here?
No, I say I got what we need and we need to leave.
You find a bottle of whiskey under a table, but
I take it with me and don't tell Jerry. I don't even drink whiskey.
Meanwhile, outside, with your heightened senses, Imogen, you feel or you hear the sound coming from on the shore, and you can hear it sort of coming from the guard's post.
I pass on. Like that direction. I'll point as specifically as I can.
Don't know where you're pointing, but you can go and investigate further.
Right. Sorry. Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. My mind is elsewhere anyway, and
Was mine apparently. Wow.
It was so funny. I'm gonna point as best as I can. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Come on. And it's only Wednesday. All right.
And if Imogen's going to investigate that, I'm gonna sort of like hang on to the connection with the spirits here. And is it possible for me to try and gain more information from them, perhaps a bit unwillingly, if I attempt to scry their soul?
For sure. Leon, are you going to go with Imogen to the guard post?
Yeah, I plan on following Imogen.
So as you begin to walk over, and Octavia attempts to scry the soul, give me a rouse check, Octavia.
Oh. 9!
Nice.
The streak continues.
And then give me an int and auspex. Imogen and Leon, as you approach, the first thing you see is what appears to be a empty whiskey bottle at the base of the guard post, sort of just like sticking up out of the sand. And what appears to be several spent bullet cases. And as you approach, you can now clearly hear coming from the guard tower the click. I killed them. Click.
What's the click? What's the click sound? What is it?
It sounds very metallic, kind of click.
It's the gun.
Yeah.
Is it?
Says the man who got hit with a blunderbuss. Yeah.
I know it well.
You distinctly recognize the sound of the hammer hitting, but it sounds.
Never forget it.
It's just sort of like clicking. It's not hitting anything.
But a bullet smells like.
You see about 4 of them.
I say like I would know, or Imogen would know.
You
how
see
many
about
bullets I
4
left
of them.
All right, well, let's keep going, I guess.
Do we want to go investigate the, do you think what do you think the odds of us getting shot are? Let's consider that.
What?
I just gesture, I pick up a shell to make it clear. There's a non-zero chance that there may be more of these, and I would really like to not get shot today, but
Hey.
we'll just need to be extra careful.
Okay. Do you want to go back then and then wait for the others?
No. We'll be fine. I'm worried.
Do you climb the guard tower? I basically imagine like a fire watch station, but a bit
Yep,
smaller.
that's exactly what I had in my head. Yep.
Hell yeah.
I'll go first. I think I can take slightly more of a bullet than you, so.
As you begin to climb, what did you get on your scrying, Octavia?
3.
Ooh.
I'm really not rolling good.
Well, You feel as you project your will forward, these spirits don't seem to resist, almost as if they don't yet know how to. So you may ask 3 questions.
Okay. What were their professions? Who are these dead people?
They, you get flashes of sound and the smell of the sea and boats, and you get the sense that they were Coast Guards.
Okay, from like presumably from this tower.
Presumably.
Okay. Can I hear who killed them?
As you focus
Yeah.
on that, you hear one of them call out, Captain, let us come aboard. The town, it's not safe. And you hear, I can't let you on. Whatever's out there, I can't let it spread to the town. No, Captain. And you hear a gunfire, and you hear, I'm sorry. And you hear several more shots fired.
Oh. Team, are we thinking that they're not from this tower then?
One more question.
Captain, let us come aboard. It's not safe. I can't let you on. I can't let it spread to this town. Oh, maybe they were from here and they were going to go somewhere else?
Or they went... No, because they probably went to the boat. Got something spooky. And then the captain was like, you're spooky. Can't come back to the town.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll kill you.
what did you encounter on that vessel?
As you focus, you hear the creaking of the ship and the riggings, and it is quiet, and you can hear their footsteps on the metal. And then you hear what you recognize as a kindred feeding. And the men are startled and begin to run away. And you can hear what sounds like something chasing them and a door shutting. And just as these 2 men are like breathing heavily from running, you can hear crying off in the distance. Just this like sad whimpering. And they walk through the room that they're in as the sound gets louder and louder. And you realize now, focusing and listening, that there are more footsteps than the 2 of them. And you hear a feminine voice with an Irish accent call out that it's a banshee, and then collapse on the ground. You then hear the footsteps continue to run through the ship and eventually make their way onto the deck as they jump into their boat and begin sailing back.
And when you said that I heard their feet on metal, is the tower made of metal, or is that like metal of a
the
vessel?
ship is made of metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a, almost like a steam vessel, but it's like large.
Okay. This was here. And I'm just gonna sit with that until we recongregate.
All right. Evelyn and Jerry.
I think, yeah, I'm out there as soon as I can. I don't know if I get there before Octavia is done all of this, but I think I want to just, like, stay invisible and watch Anastasia for a bit.
All right. She's sort of like, she was watching Octavia and sort of like looking around. Jerry, what are you doing?
Well, considering I found nothing, I'm just looking around for my mates. Where'd the little one go? Where'd Leon go?
The little one is Leon.
Savage.
You see Leon and Imogen now climbing the guard tower, and Anastasia, like, seeing you, sort of like, do you want to take care of them?
Yeah. I'll trot over there. Not exactly jog, but I was saying.
As Leon and Imogen, you get to the top of the tower, and as I said, it's kind of like a fire watch station. It's a bit smaller since it's so close to the main Coast Guard. And you see what appears to be like a small cot for staying over, as well as some like nautical equipment for like tracking wind and direction and stuff, as well as a ledger that has writing. And sitting in a chair on a desk is a man wearing sort of the Coast Guard uniform. You see on his shoulder blood, as well as like a wrapping to sort of staunch it. And his hand is leaning over the desk, just pulling this revolver trigger over and over, facing out to the sea. And his head is like on the side of the desk, and he's just sort of mumbling to himself. I killed them. I killed them. Click.
I would like to approach slowly. Very slowly, like hands up, like, oi, mate. How about you let me hang on to that? And I'm like trying to reach for the gun and like gently slide it away.
He sort of like, he lifts his face and like a little paper is still kind of stuck to it, and it falls off, and he looks over at you and doesn't even like move the gun at all, and he stops clicking and he says, who are you lot?
Wonderful to meet you. Name's Leon. We are investigators trying to investigate the mystery of the point off in the distance, the ship.
No. And sort of like drags the gun towards him and like holds tight.
It's lovely to meet you. My name is Imogen. Why don't we just take some breaths here? And I'm actually going to use Obeah on him to soothe mental and emotional turmoil.
Give me a rouse check.
I know.
And Leon and...
Guess what? I got a 9. Thank God.
Leon and Jerry, give me a wisdom save, or willpower roll.
Wisdom save, yeah.
Wisdom
do that.
save.
Willpower roll.
Jerry, don't you make that face. I don't like that face. I don't like it.
Oh no.
I really don't like that. I don't like it at all. This page ain't up
Stop
there.
laughing.
She didn't have.
It's the white. I roll as many white boxes, right?
Yep.
Oh, weight boxes. Then I did that wrong. Hang on.
You're
Heart
welcome.
attack.
That's why I asked out loud. I got 4 successes.
Mama, you gonna make me have a heart attack. Like I'm about to.
Oh no, I got 3 successes.
All
We're
right.
good.
So,
Oh my
Imogen, you manage to like calm him down, and as he sort of like pulls the gun towards himself, he like lets go and sort of just like leans his hand up against the desk and looks over and he says, "No, I can't let anyone go out there again."
All right, we're just taking us some deep breaths and calming down a bit.
Oh,
I'm snatching that gun as soon as he puts it down.
he like doesn't even. You fully take it, and it is like completely spent.
Yeah, I huck it out the window anyway.
It hits into the sand perfectly. I can't let anyone else go out there. I have to protect people. It's not safe to go out there.
We are specifically occult investigators. This is a thing we specialize in. I understand your fear and trepidation, but I assure you, we are not simply amateurs.
Occults, like ghosts and stuff.
Yes.
can you get rid of possession?
Non-zero chance of it, yeah, quite honestly.
Could you get... why didn't you show up earlier then?
We didn't get the word until recently. We have many cases.
Oh god, so they weren't lost.
Oi, sir. You did the best you could for your men.
Is it possible you could give us a sort of clear timeline to work with?
The ship came in a week ago. I set my people out there to talk to their captain, see why they were moored. Only 2 came back. They were possessed, I swear. I couldn't let a demon come into the town.
You right. You protect your people.
Yeah. I just feel...
You did good. You did good, mate. You did good.
Yeah, I did. Now you're here. You can stop it from happening again, right?
Aye. It's our duty. We'll take that off your hands for you.
Alright. You need a ship. Or you need a boat to get out there, don't you?
Aye, that would help, yeah.
Or any of you sailors.
I'd spent some time on a ship.
Alright. And sort of like stumbles and like stands up and the chair like falls to the ground as he does, and he kind of like grabs onto your shoulder, Jerry, to like hold himself up, and he points out the window towards the dock in front of the Coast Guard station. He says, I was gonna sink that one too, but I couldn't. I thought maybe I could get out.
I support him and like just give him like a hearty pat on the shoulder or chest or whatever. I was like, no, we'll take it from him, Mike. You just take care of yourself, eh?
Yeah. You show that demon who's boss.
Oh, aye.
And he kind of like slips and like stumbles down to his knees a bit. Anything else?
I have a terrible idea.
No. No. No.
Do it.
Share it with the
No.
team before you do it. Share it with
Well,
the
I kind of wanted to eat him because I'm hungry.
No.
He also is drunk.
No.
He is drunk.
Poor man.
People are gonna know
Yeah.
him. People will know who he
You don't
is.
You don't have to eat him. You can leave him unconscious if you want to.
Yeah, can I do that?
Give him a big bro hug and just go like chomp chomp.
So the two of the Leon and Imogen, you just see like it almost like Jerry catches this man and almost like gives him a hug, and it takes you a couple seconds before you realize that Jerry is
I
feeding.
swear.
The thing is, I think this really highlights
I'm leaving.
like
I'm leaving.
I think this deeply highlights like morality and vampire, because we talked to this man one time, we're like, hey, that feels a little weird, despite the countless people we've just fucking eaten all the time. This guy had a
feels
name,
worse.
so we feel
It
bad.
feels worse because we were nice to him, and then it was just like, you're gonna be okay.
So you can go down to 1 hunger, Jerry, and you are drunk now. And this
Oh, yes!
this was like some pretty like shit whiskey. It was some local stuff that had been distilled for like maybe 4 months.
It's alright. I'ma set him gently on the chair.
There's a cot
And then-
if you want to put him on that.
Yeah, that's right, and he's fine. And right, yeah, let's go kill a monster.
As Evelyn, you see Imogen just like sprinting down the guard station.
They try to say nothing, just not give away my position because I'm still invisible. Just like making sure nothing suspicious happens. But yeah, I'm just like the fuck's.
Octavia, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait until I'll just spend some quality time with Prophet. Chin scritchies. Until everyone's done in the guard tower, and then I'll inform them. Well, it's not just one monster we'll be slaying, but one of our own is on that vessel.
Right. We've done that before.
There were also many people. I heard many sets of footsteps and voices, but only 2 made it back, and they were unfortunately killed by their captain. 2 of the spirits remain.
You got all that from just sitting?
It's not just sitting. You open your mind, soul to.
All right, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna try to open my mind.
Here, you can borrow this. And I'm gonna give her not my new metal one, but I'll give her my older spear.
She just holds.
It's in Braille, but it should help you connect.
I don't speak Braille, but I'll give it a try.
You don't speak it, you read it.
I don't read Braille.
Dot dot dash dot dot.
All right.
That's Morse code.
Exactly, not the same.
Just kind of like sitting there, just trying to open her mind.
I will reiterate what we found with the ledger and how they tried very hard to keep a track of what ships were coming in and stuff. And this one was very much on schedule and made sure to be logged. So, all that good stuff.
I will drunkenly tell everybody what happened with the clicky guard gun guy.
The captain.
Aye.
That's the other show.
Aha!
Wonder if Ephraim wanted this to be as official as possible because of what artifact he was hoping to find, or because of the kindred that he was perhaps smuggling.
Until there to find out.
They got a ship. He was gonna sink it, but he's giving it to us for us to get out there and kill the monster.
I think once we're on the ship, that's where we stay. So at first, have solar bases. Else here.
I'm curious about the lighthouse that you all mentioned from
Yes.
the locals.
Yes.
Speaking of Imogen, you might want to check out the church as well.
Or
You don't have to. I'm just. I know that there was something about it that just seemed.
sure,
The Storyteller mentioned.
Look.
Yeah.
I'll go take a look. Absolutely.
I'll go with you, Amy. I'll behave. I promise. I promise. I'll be a good boy.
I feel like that's the best place for you, church.
You are drunk.
Can't tell
Yes,
if
he
you're
needs to
being
repent.
serious or not.
They have liquor at church. All right. Well, if Jerry's gonna go with Imogen, I'll stay with y'all to be security. We're going up to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
I look to Jerry. Would you prefer me on church team or lighthouse team?
Oh, when you with the friend you brought,
Oh, do stay, Leon. I think you're lovely.
it'll be rude for you to leave her.
Wait,
Plus,
We're-
these ladies
we're-
need an escort.
we're
science,
working. It's okay. I can do that. We're working.
What-
I just want
What
to make
kind
sure
of
that
gentleman leaves these ladies alone?
Oh,
Yes, Leon, what kind of gentleman leaves these ladies alone? As I do a little, like, very sarcastic curtsy.
Well, I can handle myself, but
To the lighthouse. Lighthouse it is.
All right, I feel much more safe with Leon around. I'm sorry. Was that? I didn't mean sarcasm. Oh God. All right.
Was that genuine?
All right, you nailed it.
I was just trying to be nice.
It was very funny.
All right. Let's
before
go.
we do head to the lighthouse, I would like to do just a quick check on Fiend and her new posse.
You look over and like a silhouette against the inn or the inn. You can see the massive carriage with the horses that just seem to be vibing. The front
Do
horse.
I see the burbs?
You do, and there are 5 ravens in total now.
Do I recognize the burbs?
Give me a wits and awareness. As I said, it is like it's far away, so this will be tough.
It's an awareness.
You could switch your heightened senses to be your eyes if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. My eyeballs. All of them. I get to add Octavia, right? That seems wrong. How many dice do I get to add?
Why did I not write heightened senses? Oh yeah, I did. You get to add 3.
3, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Wits and awareness plus 3. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not losing my mind here. That's a lot of dice.
As Imogen is like focusing on the Raven, Jerry starts quoting The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, but only the first stanza because that's the only one he can remember.
Nice.
Single willpower because
I like to imagine that it's like too scary for Imogen.
that's 6 successes.
Your eyes just like you've got perfect glasses now. And just staring at the ravens, you see Corvo that you now recognize, and are 100% certain that you do not recognize any of the other ravens, as I suspect I know who you were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
But yeah, it just seems to be a murder is forming.
Oh, good. Oh, great. Oh, how lovely.
Hey, listen, if Corvo was concerned, let me know.
And the party splits as Imogen and Jerry head off to the church, and Octavia, Evelyn, Leon, and Anastasia head towards the lighthouse. We are going to head towards a break.
Ooh.
Yeah, see how I did that? All right. Be right back.
Good morrow, fine patron. Are you looking for music for your character, campaign, or Twitch stream? Does music move you like prune juice after a colonic? Well, here at OBP Musical, we write music from any genre, from fully orchestrated pieces like this, to video game auditory herpes like this. We have singers from Les Miserables and Disney for vocals like this.
The heroes of the North, with them we'll sally forth. The warrior knight, the maiden of Ed.
Have a bard that's written lyrics? We can write music for them. So, if you want music that rocks, come to us at OBP Musical and get your rocks off. That sounded weird. Music and songs from any genre, from opera to country, pop to thrash metal. We are jacks of all trades. OBP Musical, music for any occasion. Birthdays, weddings, having a bris. We've got you covered when others don't. Go to obpmusical.com for more info.
Hero Forge is a free-to-use online character design application. Create and share your unique designs using their in-depth character creator tools. Order customized tabletop miniatures that truly represent your characters. Whether you prefer to start from convenient presets or fine-tune your character feature by feature, Hero Forge makes it easy. Best of all, designing, saving, and sharing characters is completely free. Visit HeroForge.com to start designing your custom miniature today, and check back often. New content is added every week.
I've been working on my Steve cosplay, and I found the perfect piece to finish it off at the costume shop. They have wigs, costumes, contacts, and they even have a cosplay section on their website for people just like me. Head on over to thecostumeshop.com/?REF tabletop titties to get started. That's TheCostumeshop.com, spelled ye old way. Make sure to use the code tabletop titties with double D's to get yourself $10 off at checkout. Maybe I should make a Imogen White cosplay next.
And we're back. Welcome on. We're gonna start with Team Chapel. So Imogen and Jerry, you begin to walk up the road. It is a bit of a walk to the chapel itself, but it's got one of those like massive white pointed roofs, so you can see it quite a bit at a distance. And as you approach, you see that there is a faint light coming through the windows, and there is sort of like the small gravestones set up around the church that look a bit like haphazard. It's not like a altogether neat grave site. And you stand in front of the large wooden doors.
So the Raven was tapping at the door, right? And that's why he was just, the whole time, he's just talking about this bird who's messing with him. It's Eddie. Never mind. The poem I was talking about, Edgar Allan Poe. We're trying to get him for the next book club.
Right. Hey. How about you wait out here?
Oh,
We'd stand guard. Make that no bad guys come this way.
well, it's a church. Dodge your guard.
There's lots of that I have been. There, that's bad guys have come into the church. So
Well, then that means I should be with you then.
right. Okay, this way. Let's go in.
You hear a as the front door opens, and you see a short, old-looking man with like a very heavily like combed back gray hair, which is a bit of a balding spot, dressed in what appears to be like the under vestments without the like extra doodads and whatnot. And he kind of like peeks his head out and says, "Oh, I thought I heard someone out here. Are you looking for fodder or something?"
Blessed be Father, for I have sinned. It's been a real long time since my last confession. I promised I'd be good.
Oh, you can do that inside if you want. I haven't seen you around here. And sort of like opens the door fully. And you can see like a very quaint looking chapel with what appears to be like a few candles lit at the very end, and says, I'm Father Bird. Welcome. You can make your way in. I'm the Monsignor of the church.
Right.
Thank you for letting us in.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's we're always open, but most people around here kind of gave up asking for any help recently.
Why?
Oh, with the ship out there, people figured that the best solution was at the bottom of bottle, and I mean, I can't blame them for the time being. But you're welcome to come in and sit down. If I can help you with anything, let me know.
Sorry, tell us more? What do you mean about the problems and...
Are you not here because of that? I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, sorry, just... My name is Imogen. We're from out of town. We're just passing through. Up in...
Oh. And you are?
Right, acquainting myself with the Lord.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm sorry. It's a bit of a strange time to come into town, but guests are always welcome. You can call me Luke. No, so there's the ship out by the bay. It's got a bit of people spooked, and a few of the lads down by the coast guards, they went missing, but once in a while they'll sneak off for young adult activities, so I'm not too worried about that.
What do you mean?
Oh, just a good time.
Yeah,
just a good time.
They'll make their confessions when they get back in a few days. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. Nothing the Lord can't handle, right?
Of course.
Are you planning on... I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused. Are you here asking about the ship, or are you just here to visit the town?
Both.
Right. Well...
Yep.
All I can say is that it's definitely, as I said, not too much to worry about. But, if you're going out there for any reason, I would be safe. You're not planning on going out there, are you?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're gonna go. We're here to take care of your monster problem.
All right. Well, as I said, I don't know anything about that. The dockmaster's not really letting anyone go out there. I've talked to him a bit myself, but he says that he's not going. He's seen his share of ill omens in the past, and he's not stupid enough to... Yeah?
Oh, is he the bloke in the tower?
No. That's the Coast Guard. That's old Glenn.
All right.
No, the dockmaster... I haven't seen him recently as well. I was thinking of going out to the ship as well to see if they needed any assistance or anything, but as I said, I haven't been able to get out there.
Well, with the dockmaster gone, what's stopping you from going out there?
I'm not much of a sailor myself.
You're right.
While this conversation's going on, I want to switch my heightened senses back to hearing to see if else.
All right. As you do, you hear like scurrying and stuff coming from in the walls. You can hear like the faint flickering of the candle. This man's heart rate is bad. should probably eat some less fatty foods. But no, nobody else is around. But you're going out there, you say? I mean, I if you've managed to acquire a ship, I wouldn't mind going out there myself.
Yeah, but what's your business out there, sir?
Well,
Monsignors should be in a church, last I heard.
Oh, that's a
He's allowed to leave the church.
yeah. Especially when we think that someone might be in trouble. And the fact that nobody's been coming off that ship for nearly a week, I'm starting to think that maybe there might be a bit out there. So
Yeah, but what can you do? I mean, practically speaking, I don't mean any disrespect. I promise, sir.
no,
just
it's fine. I was a medic once, and I was thinking
That's
if
lovely.
if anyone needed anything. Usually, it's a bad sign if a ship moors and nobody comes off. Could be a touch of scurvy or something worse.
right. How long you been practicing medicine, sir? I mean,
Oh,
what made you leave medicine and join the church?
I mean, once you get to a certain age, you kind of gotta find a place and stick to it. I had to travel a lot as a medic, and I found this town and just sort of fell in love with it. There's no shortage of patching up from the lobster smack inn. Let's just say so. Not getting too bored out here.
Right. I'm so sorry, Emmy. You wanted to come to the church for a reason, and I'm being very rude. I apologize.
It's all right. It's fine. Thank you so much for your help. I think that just a quick prayer and then we'll be.
All right. Well, if you don't want me around, I can understand I might slow you down. Just let me know if anyone out there needs anything when you get back.
Of course.
All right. Well, I gotta finish cleaning up. I'll leave you to it then. And sort of like walks away a bit and starts like organizing stuff.
I'm gonna lean over to Imogen and be like, "Do you get a vibe off this guy?"
A medic. Awfully kind of. What?
Yeah, but what kind of medic leaves that life behind to help a church?
Lord works in mysterious ways, I guess.
All right.
I mean, you knew the words for confession. I don't know what.
I heard it around.
All right. Sure. I'm gonna have a seat in a pew for a quick prayer.
Nice. And as you do, we'll cut back to the lighthouse group. There is a path leading up the stone platform that the lighthouse has been built on, and it's sort of like a hexagonal structure that goes up several floors. And you can see that the light not only is not on, but nothing is turning or activated. And walking up the path is a bit slick, but you do get to the base of it, and there is a sort of shoddy little door that's been built into the side.
So, over under, there's nobody here, right? We're fine. Just
Likely, but one can never be too careful.
should I just, give it a gentle knock? We're on official business, it's fine.
You hear a pretty muffled sound as you knock, but nobody comes out. You would know that the lighthouse keeper is back at the inn or wherever people ran off to.
Yeah.
Gave them a real fright, we did.
Alright, I just, I open it.
Yeah.
It creaks. It's a little bit off its hinges from all the like rust and stuff that's built up on them. And you see sort of like a small room with a couple chairs and what looks like a like kitchen set up in the corner. It's pretty like Spartan down here, and just seems to be part of the like common area or like living area. Emily, you're clicking quite a bit.
Notice anyone?
It seems to be empty. Give me a wits and awareness.
For my doggy?
Yeah.
Okay. With this, can I do survival instead for tracking?
Sure. As the waves gently sound off outside.
Okay. Oh, that is no good. 2. I had 8 dice for him.
You see, or you feel Prophet sort of like walk away from you and start like sniffing at various things, kind of like overturning stuff in the room. You can hear like a table fall over and like door handles creak open and stuff like that. Prophet basically is like trying to find like areas of the room that are the most used, but doesn't seem to find anything important. Like this whole place is the lighthouse keeper's home, so like everything is pretty well used.
Quite a messy boy today, aren't you? Are you noticing anything, Leon, Evelyn?
I think I'll go in and start snooping around, but I if it's not already stated, I am invisible. If I dropped it to discuss anything with my group, I have activated Cloak of Shadows again.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering if I could potentially wit and aware or something to see how anything out of place or anything that looks like it'd catch our eye.
Yeah, give me a wits and awareness. And I will note there is like a spiral staircase like along the edge that goes up to the next floor. Like you would all basically know the anatomy of a lighthouse. It's not an unknown thing.
You check down here. I'm going to head upstairs. And I will go upstairs.
Cool.
There could have been more there. That's 4.
Okay. Even with a 4, you can tell that it hasn't been long since he's been here. The coals in the stove are still a bit like warm and giving off like smoldering from like you see a teapot on the top of the stove. One thing you notice is that there is a sketchbook open on the table and like several like ripped marks along the edges. None of the pages are actually filled in. And it seems that like all of the pages are like ripped as they go along.
Is there anything down here that looks sort of like there's potentially been that has been used as kindling or anything?
No. The coals, like there, you don't notice there's any newspapers or anything in the coals.
Okay, perfect.
But Evelyn, as you go up, you get to like sort of the bedroom area, and there is a like small closet and stuff with clothes and whatnot. And you would recognize the smell that you recognized from the inn, and it seems pretty Spartan again. Like nothing's really standing out here. And as each of you are sort of like exploring this area, you make your way up floors, and nothing is really catching your attention until you get to the observer's floor. And Octavia, as you enter this floor,
Evelyn?
Nope.
Oh.
As
I
you,
think we all get up there.
yeah,
Okay.
this is over the course of like a bit of an investigation. You feel this almost like radiating darkness coming from the ship, as if there is an observer's window on this floor, and it definitely gives off this like different reverberation as you enter. But it's almost like the beacon of death is being like targeted to this point, and you definitely feel why the lighthouse keeper was so disturbed. That it might not necessarily have just been what he saw, but there was something being projected into this room that made him uncomfortable. Leon, you notice as well where those pages went. As you see sort of like sprawled out on this desk overlooking the observer's window are all of these like hurried like charcoal sketches. Several of them are like of the ship. You see two boats heading towards the ship in one of them. And then you see what almost looks like a quadrupedal creature on the deck of the ship. And it eventually turns into almost like interpretive scrollings of feelings that even as you're standing in this room, you start to like get like just slight images of like uncomfortable creatures and stuff.
Okay.
And it seems like he was taking note of the things that he was feeling in this room.
Okay. I make sure to convey all of that to Octavia and Evelyn, of course. What's Anastasia doing in here, by the way?
She is still in observer mode.
Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure. That sounds more sinister. I just.
Yeah, what happened to trusting her?
Yeah.
We were all being
Her.
standoffish.
I trust her. But she's watching us work right now.
And Evelyn, I would imagine, as you were sneaking ahead, the lantern on the top hasn't just been put out.
You broke it?
It's broken.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. Without the lantern, is there like my Rachel brain was trying to orient how lighthouses work? Is it just like a window we look through, or is there like a telescope to look further out, or to get
there's
like
not a
closer
telescope.
look?
There's binoculars that you could look through.
Okay. I think I want to look through the binoculars to try to get a closer look at this ship to see if I see
Okay.
anything.
Give me a wits and awareness.
Cool. I'm assuming this is a new scene, so my rouse
Yeah.
would not matter. Okay. That's fine. That was one success.
Willpower.
Do I want to do that?
We're almost at the end. What could go wrong?
Yeah. Fuck it. We'll go for it. Okay, we got 3 successes.
Worth it.
All right.
I only have 4 dice, so it's can only get better by 1.
Unless you crit.
Yeah.
Looking at the ship now, it was definitely more comfortable being at a distance. The low LOD helped not freak you out looking at this thing. The strangest thing is how pristine it is. This is a well-maintained new ship. And from all the like ghost stories and like horrible things that people are talking about it, it just looks like a new show ship sitting out in the bay. There are 2 shore boats missing, as the lighthouse keeper had mentioned. And with 3 successes, you notice what appear to be... you notice what appears to be part of a shore boat sort of shattered on the deck.
On the deck?
Yeah. It's like hard to see because it's not in the entire boat. It's like you just notice like kind of similar painting style and just like planks on the deck.
Well, I think I found one of our shore boats, or part of one. It seems that something or someone might have torn them apart.
They wouldn't want the sailors to leave? Is the big boat, is it like out in the middle of water, or is it like on a dock?
No, it's like moored like several, I want to say like a mile off of the shore. I don't know how big a mile is. A kilometer off of the shore.
Oh, and it's stuck in rock.
Nope.
What does moored mean?
Like
anchored?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So, I would assume, yes, that they're keeping people in or preventing things from coming back, but from what the guard captain mentioned, the Coast Guard captain, it would seem that they wouldn't want anyone off that ship to come back. Not everyone escaped in my vision either. Only 2 sets of footsteps were able to make it out alive.
Can we make out the type of damage from the small ships from here?
It seems like they've been broken to pieces. Like I said, there's a few planks of a short.
Planks. Gotcha.
Either something tore them apart, or maybe the people who were stuck on the ship, maybe one of them had a moment similar to our friend who killed his Coast Guard people who didn't want his friends getting off the boat to spread whatever is there.
Potentially.
Y'all, I'm getting a weird feeling in this room. Also, I gotta get something off my chest. Does this seem like a good time to do it?
Now's as good a time as any, I suppose.
All right.
What's on your mind?
I just wanted to quickly, clear the air a little bit. Just to say it first. I did come mostly for Leon. I mean, it's really cool to see all the things that he's doing, and seeing Octavia sit and talk to ghosts was cool. And Evelyn, I feel like I've only partially seen you here and there.
That's kind of her whole deal.
But with that
she's working.
With that being said, another part of why I'm here is that you are all technically employees of the Camarilla, and being as I am a sort of enforcer, I have been charged with coming along on your first out-of-city job, just to make sure that everything's, above board and you're not breaking the masquerade or nothing like that. All right. Well, now we got that.
That we're not breaking the masquerade. I drop Cloak of Shadows. That we're not. It's an interesting. Interesting. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's interesting. That's all.
I did not expect that to happen. Honestly, I thought Jerry would be stronger than that. And Leon has.
I also thought. Yeah.
I also thought that too.
Do we want to talk about that? Or?
I do.
Ooh, some good gossip here.
You have informed me not to talk about that, and
not
Jerry
around
is,
Jerry. No, absolutely not.
Jerry is not here, so I feel not fully comfortable about what I just said. But I said it, and I can't put the cork back on that one. So it's a brouhaha thing. You get in the heat of the moment, and it kind of slips away on you, and I do apologize about that. It was smart of him to shove me out of the room, so they didn't see me go for full frenzy on. Yeah. Anyways,
I would definitely try to keep that in check. I know the people you work for won't look too kindly on it, but I do appreciate the honesty.
For what it's worth, you're still relatively new at all this, correct?
oh yeah.
course.
About a year or two.
You're very great. You'll get there.
Right back at. Anyways,
How long have you been a kindred?
about like 2 years or so.
How are you so strong?
Going to say.
Thank you. I don't know. My sire just says that it's got luck of the draw, I guess. Bruja are known for their punching and emotions, and you saw both of those things downstairs. But I don't know. My sire was pretty strong, and I guess he just passed it on to me a little bit.
Would you mind if I try to see if there might be something a bit more in your unconscious that you might not be aware of?
Sure. Why not?
All right. I mentioned this before to you. When you're trying to delve into this work, you need to just let go and open your mind and not resist.
Yeah. I mean, my sire did tell me to specifically not trust the Tremere, but you seem cool, so, let's go for it.
Well, here we go. And I'm going to try and scry her soul again.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Gosh, I'm
I
spending
wish
a willpower.
I wish I was like in the D&D world to be like, I give you guidance.
Yes.
Roll with advantage.
Okay, the willpower helped. 6 successes.
Yay!
So as you sort of focus and the waves quiet down, and you project out your will towards Anastasia, you start to get hot. And it's kind of uncomfortable at first, and you can feel yourself getting through, but then it gets hotter and hotter, and it doesn't feel like the sun. It feels like you're standing next to a volcano. Just this like heat is overwhelming you, and you keep slipping further and further as you push through into her soul, and you just get hotter and hotter and hotter, and it doesn't stop until you feel your skin just start to like whistle and pop.
Can I try to do something?
Sure.
I'm going to use a blood ritual, which I'm not sure. I think I used it on us before, but we never actually got to activate it. It is my fire walker. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to chop off one of my fingers. As it gets hotter and hotter, I'm like, oh, fuck. And I just chop it off.
You slice off your finger, and as you do, you feel your power activate. And it still feels hot, but that sort of like snapping and popping ceases. And you're just standing, and you can feel what this hard rock underneath your feet. As you just hear like around you, a sound that you've never heard before. It almost sounds like something thick sloshing around you.
This is not good. Am I getting the feeling that there's like, is it like demonic? Is this like hell-like?
Give me an intelligence and occult. No ghosts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if possible, I'll try to set off the air that like I'm not like doing anything weirder than I normally am. I mean, obviously Evelyn.
Yeah, as soon
and
as you
Leon
chop
would
off
chop
your finger, I
will-
look around, I'm like, this is normal.
I will note.
This is just what she does.
Leon and Evelyn don't notice anything. Octavia's just standing there.
So I'm literally just not, we don't even have to do anything.
I forget what I'm supposed to roll.
Intelligence and occult.
This is intense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 2 10s.
Hell yeah.
4, 5, 6 successes.
Of all your readings and every artistic interpretation, this definitely seems like hell.
Oh my god. This is so bad. I'm scared.
I fought a demon?
I need a willpower.
I'm in love with a
check
demon?
From...
We were just talking about this in our break.
I need a willpower from you.
From me? Okay. Oh, I've been using them quite a bit today. I'm rolling 4 dice. Let's see how it goes. That's 1 success.
Fuck!
You take 3 willpower damage as you stumble forward in the lighthouse. And you can feel that residual heat, but you notice that your finger is not missing.
Oh boy, what does it mean if, because I've used some of my willpower already, if I'm taking damage, what does that mean? Like, if my track is empty now?
It's similar to health.
Like
you're-
aggravated?
yeah,
Okay.
You're going to have to heal it before you can recover that.
Okay. And you said 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy.
So if we do a willpower check, you're fucked right now. Is
Yeah.
basically what that means.
Yeah.
Okay.
And both Octavia and Anastasia were just standing there for a while, and then Octavia kind of like stumbled forward, almost like she had like fallen a distance and just sort of like stabilized herself.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. The intense essence coming from that ship is blocking me. I'm losing my senses, and I need Prophet. And I'm gonna like feign the injured woman.
Prophet will like come between your legs and start to do that like emotional support dog thing.
Can I sense to see if Octavia is bullshitting?
I mean, I'll
like-
I'll just say that's up to Shar. I won't make you guys roll.
Do I know you well enough to know that you're like lying in this
Probably.
moment?
I mean, I've
I
never
think
done that
Leon would fall
before.
for it.
Yeah, Leon and Anastasia don't know you well
I feel
enough.
like but I feel like Evelyn would, if anybody in this room was gonna know, it would be. But it was
Yeah.
totally up to you. If
For
you
sure. I think
Okay.
you would know.
I mean, that doesn't.
Okay.
I also did have a question
Yeah.
before we move forward. Did I feel like there was any sort of duality within Anastasia, or is this like her entire being?
She's a full ass demon.
It was like you were. Honestly, it felt like you were walking towards her soul and tripped and fell into hell.
Okay, so there's no she's bad. There's no.
I don't
second-guessing.
think. Now hold on. I don't think that makes
Demons
someone
always
bad.
want you to think they're nice until
Exactly.
they fuck
Look,
you up. Real
But what if
hard.
she can cry? What if this devil may cry? Let's do it. Let's find out.
The time has come, and so have I.
So smoking sexy style. Anyways, she. I mean that doesn't bode confidence, but I mean my sire always told me I was a tough nut to crack. So how about we meet up with Jerry and Imogen and see what they. Sorry, this is your thing. I'll just shut up.
I mean, you're at. I think you've reached the point of consultant, at least for today's adventure.
I mean that charge is extra.
Yeah, we should probably go meet back up with them.
All right.
Yes, let's go to the church now.
I will
Let's
say
do
that
it.
you can is your next goal to sail to the ship. You have exhausted the storyteller buildings at this point.
Yeah, I think we have. I think it's time to head on over there.
All right.
Before we go to the ship, I just want to get a solid vibe off this priest guy. I need to know.
Do you have
And now I'm feeling like, I mean, Evelyn wouldn't know because Octavia has it. Rachel's like, maybe he should come. Maybe
Why?
he should come. We
Look,
might need an exorcism.
No, you don't.
do you have any sort of like aspects or anything, or are you just doing a vibe check?
I don't even see aspects
That's a
on my
discipline.
sheet. So
Give me a
powers.
wits and
That's
insight
fine.
then.
wait. Oh, I actually have some insight.
Nice.
Oh, I actually have some wits.
Ooh,
What is this?
What?
a social skill?
That's not fighting. That's awesome.
Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Social fighting.
That sounded condescending, but it wasn't at all. I'm actually happy
I got
for
4
you.
successes.
He was definitely disappointed when you did not accept his offer to come with. However, you recognize the demeanor of a man who does not want to upset you. If it was perhaps just Imogen, he might have been a little bit more pushy and convincing, but you recognize the sort of back down of a small, frail, possibly 70-year-old man who does not want to make you, who is very strong, upset.
Oi, Emmy.
Like
You won't-
side eyes Jerry from her bowed head.
Don't mean to interrupt. I
Not
was
at all.
just curious.
Mhm.
You want us to bring the little priesty man? No.
Sure. Might be
All
useful
right.
having someone who knows the area with us.
You should definitely go and talk to him because I think he's scared me.
No, not at all. You're a teddy bear.
Well, yeah, to you.
Sure. I'll sign the cross and kneel as I leave the pew, all that jazz. And I'll go talk to him then.
He's just got like a rag and he's like wiping down some organ pipes. Hey, how's it going, church?
We really need a bonk go to horny jail emote. Like, real bad.
I was genuinely like, what the hell cleaning?
Horny jail!
He's scraping melted wax off of a table? I don't know.
So bad.
What the fuck do you do to clean a Victorian church?
Sweep?
Sure. You find him mid-sweeping. Law and Order style, interview him in the middle of fucking sweeping.
That's the clip.
That hurt.
Oh, good shit.
Are you done, my child? Are you heading out then?
We are, and I... we've discussed it further, and we'd love to have you come with us onto the ship.
Oh, are you sure?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll grab my stuff then, and I'll meet you outside then.
Perfect. We'll meet you in enter time here that's appropriate. I don't know anymore.
All right. And he sort of like leans the broom up against the wall. And
Behind Imogen is just Jerry posted up like a freaking bouncer. Like,
what is happening in our private chat?
Listen. Listen.
You gotta say this stuff on air so I can react to
Let's get it together.
it. We're so close.
We got this. We got
It's
this.
10:24 p.m. We can do it.
We're gonna go a little bit over because I need you to get on the ship.
We need this closure.
All right, so you wait for him a little bit outside of the church, and he emerges, sort of with like a side satchel that does have, in fact, it looks like a medical pack, and he's sort of dressed in his like traveling vestments. And as you all head off back to the Coast Guard station, you run into Team Lighthouse, who has returned as well. Are these your friends then?
Hello, yes. Welcome to our group.
I'm
We are heading to the ship. I'm Octavia.
father, Luke. You can just call me Luke. Luke Bird. Your friend said that you're going out to the ship, and I just wanted to help anyone who's maybe ill or needs some help.
I used to be a medic.
Yeah. Did you get? I suppose you're allowed to take the ship then, or Glenn said you can take the boat.
Oh, that's his name. Yes. Yes. Your dear Captain Glenn up in the tower gave us permission.
Oh yeah, he's probably sleeping it off then, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah.
He's
yeah.
sleeping.
I shoot a look at Imogen. I'm like, come on.
That's
Give
what
me
he's
something.
doing.
It's fine. Old Cochrane likes to take his work home with him, I suppose.
Yeah, you likes to tie one on, I could tell.
Yeah, a little bit. And you head towards the dock.
As we make our way there, Octavia sort of like does a little shiver.
Yeah, everyone practice your shivers. Start breathing.
I mean, I'm fucking invisible, so I don't need to do shit. This guy doesn't even know I exist. I have not introduced myself at all.
Brr.
This case is really giving me flashbacks to our prison heist, if you would. Quite an interesting predicament we find ourselves in.
I'm assuming, is Octavia separated from the group at all, or are we very close to these other people who are not this other person who is not a vampire?
I think we're all together.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna be quiet.
I'm just gonna. You know what? Cone of silence from me then. Anything I hear on this venture, I'm not bringing back with me.
No, I can guarantee that.
Fucking awkward. Afterward, brilliant. Okay. Anyway, moving on. So sorry.
As you all walk towards the docks, I think everyone is focused enough that they just walk up onto the wooden dock and towards the ship. And out of the corner of your eye, Jerry, you see in the shadow of the Coast Guard station is two freshly dug graves with what appear to just be like stones piled up on them.
At that point, I will take off my hat, acknowledge those graves, but I won't say anything.
And you continue on. The ship itself is large enough the boat itself is large enough to house all of you. It's a bit of a sailboat, and it's outfitted for the Coast Guards with everything that they would need to like board other ships or interrogate people or help people in any way. You untie the rope. Who wants to be the head sailor of this?
Me, the one who's not visible. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, invisible
Ghost ship.
Ghost ship. We are the ghost ship now.
No.
Look at me.
Yeah, you time it, Evelyn, so that you step on with somebody
I'm the
else.
ghost ship now.
Is there anyone here who happens to have their sea legs, as it were?
I have 2 dots in drive, if that helps.
You could be the second in command.
Wait, what dots do I need to pilot a ship?
So I'm going to call this on intelligence.
No, not me.
And drive.
Maybe me.
If I put my intelligence with Imogen's drive, will that work?
If we become Voltron.
If we just combine.
Go Power Rangers.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say both of you roll separately, and we're going to add your points together.
Ooh. Okay.
Because I think it's definitely a 2-person job to sail this thing. I will.
That is.
as the sound effects imply, it is a calm ocean right now. So this is not incredibly challenging. It's just, do you know how to pick up the mainsail? Do you know what riggings to tighten and shit like that?
I got 2 successes.
All right.
I got 5 successes.
Ooh.
Holy shit!
Uh,
I've been rolling 5 dice.
tell me, Jerry, how do you know how to sail so dang well?
I've spent a lot of time on military ships as just a soldier. I wasn't a naval officer or anything. I wasn't a seaman. I just ate a lot of them. So.
God damn it.
So I think how this looks is that even though you are drunk, Jerry, you and Imogen begin like tying things off and tightening stuff. Imogen, you're doing pretty good. Like you know how to tie a knot. You know how to like you're pretty hardy, and occasionally Jerry will like correct something that you're doing for a moment, but you work pretty in sync enough that you manage to get the sails going and start to pick up. And as I said, it is calm. And this has been the furthest away from the city that a lot of you have been in a while. The hustle and bustle and the horses and the noise of the city are completely gone. Occasionally you hear the call of a seabird, but it is just this like smooth, calm sailing. And I think at this point, like, nobody's saying anything. You occasionally hear calls from Jerry and Imogen about maintaining stuff, that you're luffing and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it is just this, like, soothing ride until you hit a point where, Octavia, you feel the ship. It's not repelling you, but you are aware of it now. And it is this presence. It's like being in the room with somebody else. You can feel it. And as it looms before all of you, it becomes this imposing shape in your image. And your entire vision just becomes this wall of this ship. The moon is blocked out, and you are now in the shadow of it. And instinctively, Jerry, you manage to bring down the sails as you slowly approach the base of it. You manage to connect yourself to the boat, and there is already a ladder descending down that you are all able to climb. And
before we get on the boat, I just want to do one last thing. I want to try and I take out one of the vials that we didn't use during the prison heist, and I'm going to try and, like, as we're getting on to climb the ladder, feign, like, tripping and smash it on Anastasia.
what was...
It's small. It's like this big.
What was in that vial again?
My blood.
As you do, like, Anastasia, like, catches you. You do manage to smash it, but she, like, catches you and holds you up and says, I thought y'all all had sea legs. You all right, Octavia?
Oh, sorry. Did I break it?
Yeah, it seems like... It kind of, like, whispers in your ear. It seems like I had a bit of blood in it.
Yes. I was hoping to use it for one of my rituals on the boat, but that was my last one, unfortunately.
Give me a manipulate and persuasion.
I'm so good at that.
Feel like people are conspiring against.
Would you say this is convince crowd?
I mean, she's
Consider me convinced.
She's about
I'm
3
here.
people. No.
Hey,
Okay.
She's not.
And I don't have any willpower to spend on this. Oh, can I rouse for my manipulate?
Sure. Yeah.
Wit.
That's a 2.
All right.
So I get hungrier.
You hear the voice of your sire as you get hungrier.
That was worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
All right. She doesn't even seem to pay a second mind, and she says, "Do you want me to help you up on the ladder?"
Please, and do make sure Prophet can get up behind me.
Oh, I got him. And just sort of like, you'll see as Anastasia, like, one arm picks up Prophet and just, like, one hand carries herself up the ladder.
I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, anytime. It takes the priest a little bit to get up.
I'll also say, like, Leon will be lucky if this moves further.
What?
What?
Sorry, I can't hear you over the waves. And,
Never mind.
as you stand on the deck of this ship, you see now the sort of like shattered remains of one of the shore boats. And there isn't much on the deck itself. It seems to have been like well maintained and, as I said, like very pristine, Evelyn. But it definitely prepared to anchor. All of the the main sails and everything are down. Like everything's been strapped and held down for anchoring. But you see that the shattered remains of the ship lead further down into the lower deck or lower areas.
Okay. Where's Human Churchman?
He's there. He's sort of like,
Okay.
like he seems less observant and like inquisitive as everybody, and is just sort of like holding his bag tight to himself and
Okay.
sort of following everybody's lead.
Well, I'm gonna quickly just do a scan to make sure I'm not missing anything here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head below to see if I can see anything else quickly.
Give me a wits and investigation.
Okay, I will do that. Ooh, 4 successes.
Ooh.
Yay.
You, as pristine as the deck of the ship is, you see faintly, and it's been washed away from weather and rain, the signs of a body being dragged along the floor towards the ladder that you had just come up, and then being pulled back. You see sort of that like drag marks coming out, and then a swifter drag mark, and it is incredibly faint, but you do notice it, and it is sort of covered by the planks. You also see like remnants of boot marks and stuff. So there is activity up here, mostly focused on sort of coming in and out of the boat.
I will hold on to that information to find a moment when I'm not going to reveal my self to people who shouldn't know I'm here, and I will tell my peeps at some point. This has been made complicated by having a non-vampire part of the crew.
Is everybody else going to continue to the lower floors?
Yes.
I head over to Imogen. Shall you lead the way?
Sure.
And I'm gonna loop arms with you.
All right.
And
Let's go.
I don't think I'm gonna say anything yet, but I'm just gonna be with you.
All right.
My hearing is still
Nice.
so.
You all head down, and you can hear the like. You recognize now the sound of the metal beneath your feet, Octavia. And the waves slowly become harder to hear as the muffled interior of this ship. It is, again, very new, but now that you're down here, you start to notice signs of damage. There are occasionally marks that appear to be like claw marks, as well as like faint blood splatters. And this gets the cleric. Damn it, not cleric. Priest.
Cleric.
God damn.
We have a cleric.
I've been trying not to say that this whole time. The priest does sort of like furrow his brow and he says, "Oh, this isn't good. I'm glad that you brought me along with you, Imogen." And as you continue, Imogen, you hear something off in the distance. It sounds like crying. And you continue to walk.
When you say off in the distance, do you mean like off in the distance on the ship, or just like
Off
like
in
the
the
great
ship.
musical theater horizon of staring out into the distance? On the ship, okay,
Yeah.
good.
Give me a
Okay.
wits and awareness.
With my hearing bonus.
Yeah, for sure.
We love that.
Yeah.
5, 6.
The crying of a kitty.
Yeah.
Is that my cat you can hear? Jesus. Alright, baby! It's a lot of numbers above 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes.
You can pinpoint every turn you have to make.
I lead the way.
As you do, Imogen seems fairly confident in the direction that she's going. What is everybody doing?
I'm gonna activate my. I have it written in here as dark vision, but I know that's not what it's called.
Eyes of the Beast.
Eyes of the Beast. I'm gonna do that.
All right. Sam Fisher eyes. Anybody else? Anything?
I think I'm just trying to like walk near Octavia because what she has said has piqued my interest, and I'm waiting for a moment, any moment, for us to like get away from people to have a conversation, but there's like no opportunity because everyone is here. So I'm following the group, but I'm like observing the group. Specifically, specific people in the group as we walk and staying near Octavia.
I wonder who those are.
Yeah.
I'm curious, is there anything I would have on my person to help just like keep a light on for myself?
I mean, as I said, the carriage would have basically anything you need. Do you think you would have brought a lantern or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
I'll say that
absolutely.
Leon has a lantern available, and you can
Okay. Yeah, I think I light a lantern. I follow probably. Where is Anastasia in the group order?
She's sort of taking up the back, just to keep an eye on everybody.
I don't like that. See, I just don't like that.
I'll stay in the back near her.
All right.
I'm with the priest wherever he is. Like my focus is on the priest right now.
He sort
Wow, we're really trusting, aren't we?
he sort of scuttles up to Imogen. He says, "Can you hear that?
Hear what?
The crying. Do you not hear it?"
No.
Well, you seem so confident, and I can hear it so clearly. We should go to it, shouldn't we? Someone might need help.
Sure thing.
All right.
Boy, careful up there, Emmy.
I'll like hold Octavia a little closer. like, we're fine. This way.
And as you continue sort of through the ship, the crying gets louder. And none of you can hear it, except for Imogen, who says she can't, and apparently the priest. She seems so sad, right? must be able to hear her.
God.
You're a true child of Ireland. You can hear her. I know you can.
I'll nod again.
She's calling for you, Imogen. And as he says that, you notice the coterie looking at you. Can't she hear it? She can hear it, can't she? And he kind of looks at each of you.
I certainly think she can.
Yeah, of course you can.
Following me blindly? You didn't even know what I was walking towards?
I'll follow you anywhere, Imogen.
Of course.
You're part of the group. You're a real leader.
You ain't never led me wrong before.
Trust you implicitly.
I think you feel like a kind, like, pat on your back. Just an invisible little, like, you know it's Evelyn. Just like, you're doing great, sweetie.
I can't talk, but I'm here.
I can't talk, but I'm here to support you.
And as you turn to feel that, nobody's there. And you turn, and the coterie's gone.
What?
And you're standing alone
Wait.
in the ship with the sound of crying around you. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Wait, what?
And then Ashton Kutcher comes out and with the camera crew and it's like, you just got punked.
You've been bamboozled, led astray, and outright deceived.
What?
And everyone gets 3 extra blood points for fooling Imogen.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Your viewership means the world and we hope you had a good time. If you did and you want to show your support, the best way to do so is by heading on over to patreon.com/tabletop titties. When you become a patron, you get access to a multitude of behind the scenes snippets, polls that affect our games, bonus episodes, and more. We also have a merch store. If you saw the show tonight and you thought to yourself, I need those. I need those. Just those. The logos, the characters, I need those. Then you can get those on things that you can wear and own at tabletoptitties.threadless.com. Our Labor Day sale actually just got extended until the 9th. So $15 t-shirts and everything else is on sale. Prices as marked on our website. So definitely go and check it out. And support us because we appreciate it. Speaking of supporting the Tiddies, our Indiegogo shout out for this evening goes to Matthew Rydell. Thank you so very much for supporting our Indiegogo campaign and helping us get season 3 up and running because we couldn't do it without you. Last but certainly not least, make sure to follow us on social media at Tabletop Tiddies, and if you tweet using the hashtag TTTiddies, you can get an NPC named after you. You can find all of this info on our website at www.tabletoptitties.com, and remember, when we say titties, it is with double D's. We shall see you next week.
Evelyn looks so angry.
Sorry.
We're gonna
Not sorry.
we're gonna raid that bronze girl. So stick around and show some love.
Yay!
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.